Yo, how's everybody doing today? It's your boy Airboy, and I am back with another fanboy review, and this time I will be taking a look at the Transformers Kingdom Leader Class Galvatron. Now, before we take a look at the figure itself, prior to usual, we shall first take a look at the box. And it's a big old box. It's a Leader Class figure, so, you know, it's got to be a big old box. Got a pretty good angle on the box here. There's Galvatron. There's his alt mode. Take a look at this side of the box. That same Kingdom artwork. Bottom of the box, nothing. Top of the box, Decepticon logo. Back of the box. Product shots. Transforms in 33 steps. Yada yada yada. We are done with the box. Now let's take a look at the important part of the box. Or what came in the box. Here is Galvatron in his tank, or not tank, there's turret, gun mode. What is this supposed to be? Does it say on the box? It does not. What is this supposed to be? Like some cannon? I assume it's like some kind of artillery placement or some kind of space cannon. That's literally all I know about it. And, well, anyway, here's Galvatron in his weird space cannon mode. Very reminiscent to the original design. Like if you saw the '86 Transformers movie, the animated movie, this more or less looks like what he turned into. Apparently DNA Design is coming out with an add-on kit for it. I'll probably end up grabbing it. It makes some minor adjustments to the design of this thing. There are wheels at the bottom of this thing, so he can roll, in theory. I think he just keeps getting caught on the sheet. And now let's get to vehicle mode computer. Well, actually, I'll cover this a little more. I do like all the mechanical detailing. I don't like the battle damage scratching here and here that they have to include on the majority of their figures, but yeah, I've seen worse. Anyway, we'll take a better look at some of the details. I've never been the biggest fan of Galvatron's alt mode, but it's okay. The big orange carrot sticking out of the cannon. Alright, now let's go ahead and do some vehicle mode comparisons. Here he is next to Bumblebee, the Netflix Bumblebee, and yeah, he's a bit heftier compared to Bumblebee. Here he is next to Starscream. This is Coronation Starscream. This is bad comedy. Here he is next to his previous incarnation, Megatron. The Netflix version. Honestly, I think a tank would be more effective than whatever that's supposed to be. Here he is next to Rodimus Prime. As you can see, Rodimus with the trailer, quite a bit bigger. Here he is without the trailer, in case you were curious. I'll leave that off. I'll have to transform here in a minute anyway. And last but certainly not least, oh, hold on, I gotta play the landing gear on Cyclonus. Here he is with his trusted associates, Cyclonus and Scourge. And yeah, they all do look absolutely amazing together. If you can get all three, I highly recommend getting all three. They are phenomenal. Now, Galvatron does come with quite a few accessories, two of which are already attached to him, that being this cannon barrel and this piece here. They do combine to form the big fusion cannon. Is it still a fusion cannon, or does it have a new name? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you know if the fusion cannon got renamed as Galvatron did. Well, anyway, here's the cannon. I'm going to go ahead and put it back on. for the sake of the vehicle mode aesthetic. Because this is the way he's supposed to be in the gun turret mode. Well, aside from that, he also comes with these two guns right here that are in the shape of the ship he used in the movie. I think they are meant to be scale model ships for the big Unicron figure that came out, which I am never going to get, because that thing is expensive as all hell. I'm going to bring it in closer here so you can see the details. Would have been nice if they were done in some paint, but it's not bad. It's got some nice mechanical detailing. If you want to, you can totally combine them like that. So you got a big double gun or a pillar. Focus. Focus. There we go. And he also comes with this Matrix and chain, which he can wear around his neck in robot mode. The Matrix does come off, and it's the exact same design used for Rodimus Prime and Earthrise Optimus. I think I don't have any of those Matrixes with me, and I'm not going to bother getting them. I think the main difference is the shade of gold and blue they used. Oh, you just put that there. Just plugs in just like that. And you can store all the extra accessories on them. There are little notches on either side of the cannon that these two guns can attach to. Make it look like a proper part of the cannon. And as for the Matrix and chain, just swoop it over the cannon and let it dangle there, I guess. Alright, let's get to the robot mode, shall we? Transformation's a little involved, but not overly complex. I'm going to raise the camera so I can see what I'm doing. The first thing we want to do is remove the cannon parts, put them together, and just set it aside for now. And after that, what do we want to do after that? We'll take this part, flip it open on both sides. Just kind of bring it out of the way. One part of the transformation I kind of overlooked. There are tabs in there that are supposed to go in those grooves right there. The connection isn't perfect. As you can see, there's a little bit of stress marks. So ideally, once you untab these, you just bring them up out of the way. And from here, what do we want to do from here? I think from here, what we want to do is take this part, flip it down. Then, we want to take this part, pull it out. Then we want to... Yeah, hold on a second. I need to think for a second. Okay, you want to pull the legs apart, like that. Then you want to come to these parts, pull them up. They just tab into place. Then from here... Oh, I forgot a step. I am an idiot. Okay. You take these two long parts, flip them up, so they're flush inside the legs. Then you close up the legs. Then from there, you'll bring these parts around. There are tab holes there for those tabs right there. And that holds the leg into place. Just do it on both sides. I really need to start practicing more. Practicing the transformations more before I record. What am I missing? Oh. You bring the legs down all the way like that. Kind of get them out of the way. Bring this up. What am I missing? This opens up somehow. It's always this part here that I always forget. No matter how many times I look at the instructions, I always forget this part. Hold on. Alright, I figured it out. You just take this part, pull it up. That'll allow you to bring this up, which will pull the head up like that. Then once you do that, you just come back here. There's a tab right there that'll go in that hole right there. Get the camera to focus. Just bring that down. It'll, in theory, we have to line everything up. The trick is lining everything up properly. I can't remember what part clicks first. Alright, well, let's just... There we go. There we go. It's all just a matter of lining everything up properly. Then it'll all click securely into place. That peg right there will go into the hole right there. Then from here, you want to take these parts, flip them down, or back. Repeat the process here. Flip them back. Come to the back of the feet. Flip down the heel spurs. I totally forgot that part. Damn it. Hold. There we go. And from here, there are tabs in there that'll go in those slot holes right there on both sides. Then there's a tab there that goes in that hole right there. And everything will click into place nice and securely. In theory. There we go. Yeah, he's getting really tall. I gotta straighten this out. I gotta straighten things out a little bit. Use the camera a bit. There we go. You stand. From here, we take these black shoulder pads and bring them up so they're, you know, flush against everything else. Kind of like that. Then from here, we want to take these treads, bring them up. They're on a double hinge. Just bring them up like that. Then we come here on the arms, pull it out. It's on a nice tight little tab to hold it into place. Then we flip the hand out like that. Repeat the process on the other side. Come on. There we go. I think the idea is you want to tab these tab the treads into these holes, and they'll hold. But unfortunately, that restricts the bicep movement, so I leave it unplugged. And I think that's it. I think Galvatron. Oh nope! One more thing. You want to take this little part right here, bring it up. It's on a double hinge. Bring it up and forward. So it's nice and flush, like that. And now, I think we are done. Oh, no, wait, I'm still forgetting one little thing. Every version, every image of Galvatron I've ever seen, the cannon is always attached. There we go, now we are done. Here we have Galvatron in his robot mode, and he is a big, beefy boy. As you can see, I can't fit him in the whole frame. I have to move him back quite a bit just to fit him on the screen. Well, that won't work if we want to look at his details. I gotta raise the camera again. Bring him in nice and close. Camera to focus on him, so we can take a look at the details. He got some nice orange eyes. Did he have orange eyes in the movie? I don't remember. A nice three-prong crest, kind of crown-looking head. I kind of like that. A very clean transformation. I mean, these treads are really about the only vehicle mode part that kind of stick out, obviously. But even still, they are not that bad to look at. I think they kind of add to the aesthetic. Yeah, other than those treads, there are no obvious vehicle mode parts really poking out, being obnoxious. It's a fairly clean robot mode. Now, I've heard there's been some, now there are some quality control issues. Apparently, some Galvatron figures have been constructed so that the arm joint is actually reversed, right, making the shoulders a little lower. So it's supposed to look like this, but a lot of it is constructed so that it's lower, like how I got it angled like that. Mine doesn't seem to have that problem. Not anymore. There are some videos on how to fix this, but I just recommend doing what I did. I mean, that might be the cheaper. Honestly, I don't know. Which do you think would be the best route to go? Just buy another one and hope for the best, or fix it yourself? If you want to try to fix it yourself, just, you know, look up on YouTube Transformers Kingdom Galvatron fix, and I'm sure you can figure it out. I mean, I decided to just go ahead and buy another one because, yeah, I didn't want to risk, you know, permanently damaging my figure. I will take one more good look at the details before I get into posability. I think my favorite part of the figure are the legs. The legs are very well done. The rest of the figure looks good, but the majority of the details is in the legs. Alright, let's get into the posability. The head is on a ball joint. You can look up, about that far. Down, and not so much. You can rotate all the way around. A little wiggy 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 there. Shoulders can do full 180 bicep rotation if you left the treads unpegged, like I said. Double jointed elbow, so he's got a full bend. Wrist rotation, which is very nice. Same deal on the other arm. And now, if you don't like the cannon placement on the classic position, there is also pegs on the forearm you can plug it into. So if you want a classic Megatron cannon adjustment, you totally can. But me, I like the classic display. Makes the arm a little awkward, but I just like the way it looks. That's how it was in the movie, and that's how I like displaying it. Anyway, the legs. Oh, I can't skip the waist. There is waist rotation. You can go about that far, either direction, before the hip skirts, before certain things start getting in the way. Ow! Pinch myself. Alright. For some reason, the crotch flap can go up. Anyway, the legs can go up about that high. Then go back about that far. The hip skirts do move out of the way to accommodate the full split that he can do. There is thigh rotation. And just barely under 90 degrees of bend at the knee. The feet can't move up or down, but the heel spur can, and there is... Oops, overdid it. And there is some ankle tilt. Of course, you want to take advantage of the transformation joint. You can give them a much deeper tilt. But that just looks awkward. Theoretically, that's as far as your ankle tilt can go. It don't look half bad, honestly. And if you want to, you can totally give him his other accessories. You can take the guns. You know, he can hold them as dual-wield weapons. If for some reason you wanted him to do that. Or combine them as, you know, one big weapon. In theory. There we go. You can have that going on. I personally don't care for these, so I just toss them aside. If you want to, you can store them on the robot mode. There are tabs here on the back that they can attach to. Again, it's just a matter of getting things lined up properly. You want that? So you can have that going on. I don't care for these personally, so I just set them aside. Spare parts for the junk drawer. One thing I probably should go ahead and showcase, these guns, as well as the fusion cannon, or whatever it's called now, are all compatible with the effect parts that come with the Siege stuff. Or that come with this, yeah, the Siege figures. Yeah, I got Jetfires, and it's super easy. Just plug it in, and now it looks like he's firing his cannon. And of course, the dinky little guns got the same effect. They got the same deal. Just plug it into the end there. It looks like he's shooting that. I should have showed it in the cannon mode, but I overlooked it. I'm not going back now. And of course, if you want, you can have him wearing his Matrix chain. First Optimus Prime, then Ultra Magnus, now you. Yeah, that's not a bad look for him, but I'm going to leave this off for now. And we are going to go ahead and finish off this review with some robot mode comparisons. Just let me make some adjustments here. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. There we go. Focus. Alright, first comparison. Here he is next to Bumblebee. As you can see, he just towers over Bumblebee. Here he is next to Starscream. You can see, quite beefy compared to Screamer. Here he is next to his previous life, Megatron. And yeah, you can see the similarities and the differences. Here he is next to Rodimus Prime. Yeah, they look pretty good together. And last but not least, we're going to make some adjustments here so I can fit them all on screen. Here he is with his team, Cyclonus and Scourge. And, yeah, this is quite the shot. I gotta say, I am so happy I was able to get all three of these guys. They look absolutely great together. The animated movie villain cast all together. Like, if you're lucky enough to get all three, definitely grab all three, because this is quite the picture. Alright, I think that is about it for this review. Now, as he stands, Galvatron is approximately, from foot to head, I'd say 7.5 inches. And at the time of release, he was going for about $50. And to my knowledge, at the time of this recording and the time I'm posting it, he is still available in stores for that price. You might be able to find them on Hasbro Pulse for that price. You could probably find them on eBay and Amazon for around $50. Now, do I think he is worth that price, and do I recommend picking him up? Hell yes. He is a phenomenal figure. Good posability, very good design, plenty of accessories, plenty of display options. He just looks so good to all your other Siege and Kingdom, really Generation figures in general. He just looks great with them. Easily the best version of Galvatron that Hasbro has come out with ever so far. The exact same deal with Scourge and Cyclonus. They are the best versions of these characters you can possibly find. I highly recommend grabbing all three of them if you can. Now, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, leave a nice comment, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next review. And until then, I'll see you all around. Bye-bye.